Good evening, everybody. It's your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia. Welcome to Create and Relate. I do feel a little bit better, not a lot. I had a couple of coughing spells earlier, and I'm eating because I know I'm supposed to. I don't have an appetite. Forgive my hair. So, first of all, my subscribers, thank you so much. I want to give you an accurate count. For some reason, it goes up and down, which is okay. It's okay. YouTube. You channel. I have 198 subscribers. I wish I could make it big so you could see it. 198. Yay! I would like to thank each and every one of you. That makes my heart happy. Makes my soul just light up with joy. So, I have a treat for you today. I have on earrings. I did manage to get the jewelry box out of where it was stored, and I cleaned it up and went through all the drawers. Had my moments. Y'all, when I tell y'all, my mom loved double mint gum, and she kept double mint gum everywhere. I still have in that jewelry box the last pack of double mint gum that she bought. It's 5 years old, and all she took off was the outside wrapper. It's 5 individually wrapped pieces, and I'm going to keep them as long as I can, to the point that if you bend it a little bit, it'll probably crumble. But yes, so the treat that I have for you today is candy corns. Let's see if I can give you some different light. Yeah, that's better. It's softer. I'm making little candy corns. I told you all that I'm involved, and I have volunteered to be a part of the trunk or treat for our neighborhood on the 26th. And I have treat bags. I made about 40 treat bags, so when I got some extra candy in case I needed it. We're doing things like Tootsie Rolls and Smarties, those types of candies, Dum-Dums, those, which are the little lollipops. These are approximately 5 inches in height and about 4 inches in diameter. It's like a little handful. So I told myself I wanted to make 24. If I make 24, I learned from making the shawls that I made back in July. I have to do things like an assembly line, because I'm not going to finish if I don't. I wish I had done the hats like that. I'd have knocked that 100 hats out with no problem. But I'm going to show you all how I made my little candy corns. When I was trying to figure out what to do, I made this one first. Made me a little zombie candy corn. I should have made them purple and green and black, or orange and purple and green. I don't know. I should have, but it was my first. There was actually sewing, which I was just experimenting, so it's not a good sew job, and I'm not really loving, hold on, my black is showing, and I didn't want it to show. There we are. And it just works back up in there, good. And I sewed on the face, and then I was like, we can still do the face, but so I decided not to do the face. I decided I was just going to make the candy corn. because when you buy the candy corns in the bag, they don't come with faces. So what I started doing was making my own little assembly line. And what I'm figuring out is that everyone is coming up a little different, and that's fine. That's fine. Every candy corn that comes out of the bag is not the same either. So I have my white tops, and I have my second portion. Some are yellow, some are orange. And the bottom is going to complement the middle color. So what I'm going to do is show you. It really doesn't take long to make one. It does not take long to make one at all. So I'm going to show you. For what I am using is 4 worsted weight yarn, a 0.5 crochet hook, which is an H, yarn needle, scissors, and I just went to the store and got it. Polyfil! I figured the 50 ounce should be enough for at least 22 more. I've completed 2. The one that I showed you. I've completed 3 actually, but I gave 1 away. So, leaving a moderate size tail, I would say probably 2.5 to 3 inches. I'm one who doesn't like to throw away a lot of yarn, so I don't like 5 and 6 inch tails. I'm like, man, I can get 2 or 3 more stitches out of that. You're going to make a slip stitch onto your hook, however you make a slip stitch. The method I use is like I'm about to crochet. My hook goes under my yarn. I twist it 1 time, yarn over, and pull through. To me, that's the simplest. So, we are going, I should have worn a black top. It might have been easier to see it, but we're going to do the best we can. Okay? Okay. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect to the first chain with a slip stitch. I hold on to this bottom piece so I can see my circle. I make sure my fingertip is visible. Okay. I make sure my fingertip is visible in that circle. Can you guys see that? I hope so, because I can't. And then I leave my tail across my work because I'm going to work my tail in. Now if you want to use a magic circle, feel free. I don't use the magic circle. I do not chain 1 on this round. I just start my half double crochet by yarning over, and then I insert my hook into my circle, yarn over and pull through, leaving 3 loops on my hook, and then I yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, and that is my first half double crochet. And from there we're going to do 7 more, working your tail under your work. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the 7th one will make number 8. Okay? Now, you still have a hole in the middle. Pull your tail. No more hole in the middle. Now, Under the top of your first half double crochet is where you're going to insert your hook to make your slip stitch. You have a very tight little circle, a very tight little circle. At this point, you're going to chain 1, and then right back in that slip stitch space, you're going to make a half double crochet. Half double crochet in the next half double crochet. Half double crochet in the next half double crochet. That's 3. And then 2 half double crochets in the 4th half double crochet. 4. I did the same one, I'm sorry. So 4 and 5. Now what you have is 5 half double crochets over 4 half double crochets. You've only increased 1 in the 4th half double crochet. You're going to do that again, which should bring you to the end and give you 10 half double crochets. So under the next one, half double crochet once, the next one half double crochet once, the next one half double crochet once, and then the last one you're going to half double crochet twice. 1 and 2. Now you have completely worked your tail. At this point you can snip it. It's about to drop my yarn needle. And you're going to attach your round at the top of the first half double crochet of that round. Now my work, everybody's work, flips up as you do it. As I'm going, I'm flipping it down. It's still a tight little circle that should fit right atop your finger. Well, probably your thumb. Okay, now we're on to round 3. For round 2 purposes, you're going to pull that last stitch tight so that you won't mistake it for another stitch. You're not going to choke your material. You're just going to pull it tight so you know you don't go there. Now, no chain, just half double crochet into the first. That's that's 1 half double crochet, and you're going to increase the same as you did in the second round. 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochet, 3 half double crochet, and in the 4th half double crochet you're going to increase. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and then in the next one you're going to put 2. So that's 5 stitches, the span of 4 half double crochets. Repeat that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and you have 2 stitches left. Oops, sorry. 11 and 12. So in your first round you had 8 half double crochet. In the second round you have 10. In the third round you have 12. You're going to connect to the top of that half double crochet with a slip stitch, and you're going to create your half double crochet and increase the same. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And connect with the slip stitch to the top of that half double, and you've completed round 4, giving you 14 half double crochets. Now it's on to round 5. Same thing, right where you made the slip stitch, it's 1 half double. We're increasing the same, 2 half double, 3 half double, 2 in the next. You can keep your work on your hook. 4 and 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, and then 16 and 17. Doesn't sound right, but it is, and that's because of your increases. You're adding stitches to it, and you got an extra increase in there. So instead of increasing this row by 2, you've increased it by 3. So you have 17 stitches. You're going to connect to that first half double crochet, no chains. Last round of your white, go right into that slip stitch with a half double crochet, increasing the same. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and 21. Now normally you would, if you'd like, you can close this off here and start fresh. For you, I'll do that. That's not what I'm doing with the other ones. I'm simply tying on my yarn and keeping it moving. But for the sake of the tutorial, I will cut it off. And I will choose what is going to be next. I think I'll go with orange. Starting anywhere on this round. Leaving a nice tail. Insert your hook in your work anywhere atop any one of these half double crochets. Pull through and slip stitch. So you've locked your material in place. No more slipping and sliding. And then we're going to create a half double crochet there. We're going to increase by 10s this time. So what you're going to do is half double crochet in 8, and in that 9th stitch you're going to increase. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, increase in this one, 9, and 10. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, increase, 19, 20, then 21, 22, and 23. If you want to clip those ends, you can. And you're going to fasten your work with your slip stitch. Like I said, if you want to clip your ends, you can, but everything is going to be on the inside, so you really don't have to. So we can keep this moving. I'm going to keep going. Here, we're going to increase the same. You're going to do this for 4 rows. You're going to have 4 rows of your second color. And it's just, I'm going to stay with you because I've not timed myself doing this. So I'm just going to go with it. At any point, if you need to slow it down, you can. If you need to rewind, you can. Not a problem. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. And then back in the top of that half double crochet, 2 more rounds. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, on the top of that half double crochet with a slip stitch, and I'm on my last round. with me going back down to the H hook, I'm having a little bit of problem with my yarn splitting. My orange is actually the Big Twist from Joann's, and it's in the colorway of orange. And then I'm using Mainstay in the yellow and white. The yellow is the regular size skein, and the white is the big skein. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, come on, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and 31. Here again, catch with a slip stitch, fasten off. I'm going to do this one like I usually fasten off, not like I'm doing these. I usually try to make my invisible stitch when I do it. Now the reason I'm tying these is because I put myself in a time crunch making these, and I find it easier and quicker to tie them as opposed to making my invisible stitch here. It does take a little bit of time. I waited too close to time for Auntie Carrie's live, and it popped up and she's starting. I'm like, get hurry up, I want to catch Auntie Carrie. Okay, so now we have the top of our, and you can see here where I've left that so I can tie my yarn on. I tie it and snip it. Okay, now we're going with our final color. All of them are easy rows, so I'm not saying one row is easier than the other, but we're going to start this the same way we started our second color. You're going to have your tail, pull that through, create a slip stitch, and you've locked your stitch in place. Okay, go straight in with a half double crochet, and you're going to half double crochet all the way around. Being that you had 31 stitches going into this, it should be 31 stitches here at the bottom. And weaving that tail and making your invisible stitch does give you one less tail to work in if you're separating each row. Now if your stitch count is off by 2 or 3, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. just remember to increase on the 4th one in your top part and increase on the 9th one in this part. So if you remember 5 and 10, you'll do well. So we're going to half double crochet all the way around, and once we get to the end, you're going to slip stitch into the top of your first half double crochet, and this of course is round 11. Now if you'd like, you can spiral this out. I'm not a big spiral fan, but this is the one that you're closing out with, so you can spiral it down if you'd like. Here I like to add one more row of half double crochet, and on this one I am going to be decreasing by 5s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, decrease, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, decrease, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, decrease, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, decrease, 20, get rid of this notification, okay, 21, 22, 23, 24, decrease, 25, and 26. And slip stitch into the top of that stitch. And there's what you have so far. My Polyfil ran away from me. I had to get it back. I'm back here. Okay. So, because I like to tuck mine tight, I'm going to make my hole a little smaller, but it's at this point that I start doing my single crochets, and I'm still decreasing, but I'm decreasing every other stitch. So I will single crochet back into that slip stitch, and then I will decrease over the next two with a single crochet. So single crochet, decrease. Every time I get rid of one, another one pops up. I'm popular. Single crochet, decrease. Okay, that's 6. Single crochet, decrease. That's 8. Single crochet, decrease. That's 9. Single crochet. That was 10, I'm sorry. This is, I don't know how many stitches I got. I'm just all messed up right now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, okay? And then single crochet, decrease, and that's 14 single crochet, decrease, that's 16. Okay, and that's where I'm supposed to be. And this is where you would use your stitch marker when you start your decrease on that one. Your first single crochet, you would have put a stitch marker there if you choose to use a stitch marker. I figure closing it out to the end, the only reason I want to see where I begin is because I don't want my hole to mess around and get too small and I can't stuff my stuffing in there. That's the only reason I choose a stitch marker from that point. But another rule of thumb, if you can get 3 fingers in there comfortably, then that should be enough to start doing your stuffing. And all I do at that point is pull a big loop so that it won't work out while I'm working my Polyfil in. You okay? Okay, so whew, I just reached in there and grabbed a cloud. And I know this looks like a lot. Well, I wish you could touch mine. You would see that it is squishy, but it has just a little bit of firmness to it. It's up to you how soft you want it, how much polyfill you add. Another trick I learned on my own, because I was having trouble the first time I tried origami. I've been saying that word all day and been doing good. But I was having trouble getting things into the tips. So I used my largest crochet hook, or I have a highlighter, and I just take the end of that highlighter and push it down into that tip. I kind of grab it as I push it so that it won't reverb on me, because my finger for some reason won't keep it down there. And I'm pretty sure they have a tool for that. I just haven't learned it yet. I'm just learning this. Can't put too much on an old lady at one time now. Come on. I work it down in here until I have this little cup over the top, and all I do is just keep working everything to the middle. And that way that pops out is only a very little bit. And then I can continue to work. Work, 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 work. And I'm still going with the single crochet decrease. Must be the there we go. Now I'm gonna start sweating. No, I'm kidding. I'm working though. I am working. I am working this out. I think I put a tad bit too much into this one. So I'm going to take just a little bit out. This one's gonna look like a fat Hershey's Kiss. Mwah. Yeah. I made this one super fat for you all for some reason. I hadn't made the other ones like this. I think I'm going to try single crochet. No, I'm going to stick with my half double crochet. I don't know. We shall see. But you'll see that skipping every other one takes it down really gradually. I did put too much polyfill in here because I don't have all that poly showing in that one, but this one, whew, it's a scratch. And I'm stretching it right on the lawn, but it's okay because it's for a good cause. I can tell you something else that I'm going to work on. I saw someone made a cowl last night and I thought it was really pretty, the way they made it. After I finish my candy corns, I'm going to make a cowl, but it's going to have a special feature. Yep. And I will fill you in on it after it's done. I'm actually going to make a cowl and the muffs the same way. When I went over to Walmart to get my Polyfil, I've been checking the price of their 100 ounce box. I'm like, okay, $32.97, $32.97. Everything else over here is coming down. I might just have to break down and get that. It's going to be tight, but I might just have to break down and do it. So I go over there today. I made up my mind. I'm going to get this $32.97 Polyfil. And when I rode down the aisle and looked, all of the boxes were gone. All of them were gone. And I was a little disheartened until I saw this one, which is half of what's in the box, which, if that's $33, then this should be like $16.50, right? No. $14.97, y'all. But they only had one. Because I would have, being already expecting to pay over $30, and then this would come in. I'm sorry. Cut your tail long enough when you get a good little kiss at the bottom, and then you're just gonna work to close it, going across top to bottom, and then going from left to right. And once you're satisfied that you have it closed enough, the way I snip my needle, I run that needle right in the middle of that kiss. And go as close to the top as I can and push that needle through. There we go. And then I grab that needle, give it a little tug, and pull my yarn all the way through. And then I can form my candy corn, pull my tail a little bit. And guys, I don't even think it took us an hour, and this was a tutorial. Imagine getting on a roll and just going. You could probably make about 4 or 5 of these in an hour. So, just something to think about. I already know what I'm making for Christmas. I'm not going to make just balls either. I'm probably going to make like elf hats. Like this. We're going to have the red little hat with the little fuzzy ball on the end, trimmed in white. But it's going to be filled, and the bottom is going to, I don't know, I may make a little elf head, a little peach elf head. Some have to be tan. I have to make a brown one for my daughter. Because my kids are they're complexion conscious, not race conscious. You ask my grandson Pete, so what color is your best friend? Oh, he's peach. He's very peach. So what color are you, Pete? Peach. And what color is Grandma? Beige. And what about your mom? Brown. Okay, Grandpa? He's black. I love hearing them describe us. I really do. Without putting a race to it, because we don't race them that way. We don't. But for descriptive purposes, everybody has their own unique color. So guys, that was it for the candy corn. I hope you enjoyed my version of the tutorial. Until I get, everything that I need and learn how to do this a little more. I know that I can do like the webcam thing, but I think I have to have it connected to something. I don't know. But I'm in the process of trying to learn all of that, where I can do more and better tutorials. I have on my mom's clip-ons. And they got to the point they started hurting. I have pierced ears, and my mom would develop keloids real bad, so she could only wear the clip-ons. So, like I said, that is it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me those thumbs up. Any questions that you have, please drop them in the comments below, or in my description box is my email address. You can email me. Or I have a delivery address. If you feel like writing a letter, write me a letter. I love reading those too. But in the meantime, in between time, You guys go and have an awesome evening. I'm going to jump up here and catch Auntie Carrie so I can talk to her and everybody in the room. And I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to love yourself. Love yourself. That's the best love you can possibly have. But know that I love you too. Okay? Until we meet again. Peace out.